What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to do 2 new birthday readings. These 2 readings will be for April 7th. That person is an Aries, and the second one will be for January 24th, and that person is an Aquarius. The next set of birthdays that I will be doing will be January 6th and October 31st. So y'all stay tuned so that you can hear your reading. Now let's get started with April 7th. You are in Aries. What do I know about Aries? I had a best friend that used to be an Aries. Well, she didn't used to be. We used to be friends. She's still Aries. Aries are fire signs. Very impulsive. You guys can be very childish. Aries are the children of the zodiac. They don't like being called that, but you guys are, y'all can be, like children. You have a childlike innocence, to you as well. I've dated a couple of Aries guys. They were outspoken. Aries, y'all don't take no shit. And, you don't back down from a fight. Even if you may lose that motherfucker, you still is down to fight. Okay? You gotta have the last word. You think that you right all the time. Y'all are definitely a fire sign. Okay? But I'm a water sign. And I will put that fire out. Yes, I will. I'm just playing. All right, let's get off to the reading, April 7th. So, it's the day of enthusiastic belief. Wow, that's interesting. I'm always interested by the days. It says, those born on April 7th infuse everything they do with an enthusiastic and energetic commitment. However, if they are unfortunate enough to have experienced an unhappy childhood due either to their parents or environment, they will carry a certain lifelong sadness with them. April 7th people often display great enthusiasm. There go that word again. It keeps coming up. And creativity in their younger years, only to settle down into a more predictable or comfortable groove. On the other hand, as children, those born on this day may waste much of their energy on rebelliousness. So you like to get in a bit of trouble, huh? If they tell you to go right, you go left. You do what you want to do. That's another thing I noticed with Aries people. There's this, I'm going to do it my way. My way or the highway. I got my own thing going. Y'all are definitely leaders as well. And despite the fact that many April 7th people grow increasingly wise with the passing years and less reckless, anger can continue to be a problem for them. What did I tell y'all about Aries? And, the tempers and getting upset and, I told y'all can get a little violent, honey, okay? It is not uncommon for April 7th people to reach a point in their lives where they can spiritually progress no further and have to make a very big change. This can happen at their Saturn return at about age 28. Pay attention to that. Or around the age of 42. Pay attention to that age as well. Write it down. When both Saturn and Uranus are opposite their natal positions. If April 7th people pass through the crossroads, well, they are capable of even greater success in their new life. They may feel less impelled to throw themselves at the world and instead allow the world to come to them. Even if April 7th people themselves are going through a quiet period, they are sensitive to the positive energy of others and respond to it. The more advanced individuals born on this day have the ability to channel and direct such positive energy towards social and religious goals. The spiritual life of April 7th people is of great importance to them and will often manifest in a religious attitude towards the world. whether they actively practice within a sect or not. In this regard, however, April 7th people must be aware of turning others off with an unvarying optimism, which is not always shared. It is thus vitally important that they preserve a critical and objective capacity. That's interesting. In other words, don't get too happy because other people don't want to hear that shit. They want you to be, more realistic. They want you to be objective, non-emotional. Don't be attached to things. Less highly evolved April 7th people will give the impression of dependability, but often prove unreliable when called upon in times of need. Ooh, child. Be there for people, guys. When people need you, be there. Show up. Show them that you care about them. The reality factor of such April 7th people is low and their anger factor high. There's that word again, anger. Please work on your temper. Okay? If you have any anger issues, please start praying. Please start meditating. It is not good to, walk around angry or allow situations to get you acting a fool, cussing people out. I mean, I get that it may be necessary sometimes, but one thing I've noticed with Aries is when you guys get upset, it's almost uncontrollable. It's like stomping and violent and screaming and, it's like you're trying to get your point across, but the more you do all of that, the less effective you are. So, the more mature approach would be say what it is, say what you have to say to whoever, you need to say it to, and realize that you are getting older and you need to learn to trust yourself. Don't betray yourself. Don't put yourself in situations that get you, is going to have you reacting all crazy and all over the place. Stay away from people that make you angry. And please practice this. If you are around people, notice how you feel after you are around them. Be objective, with the people that's in your life. And just kind of start paying more attention to, how you feel after, people leave your presence. Okay? It's important. So I'm going to read that line again. The reality factor of such April 7th people is low and their anger factor high, so that others who come to depend on them may be in for a nasty surprise. Wow. More highly evolved April 7th people will be as reliable as their enthusiasm promises, but may find it unmanageable to have too many people depending on them. Yeah, you feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Like I said, pay attention to who's in your life, who's bringing in value, who's taking away from you. Because, when you get to putting up with stuff that you don't really want to deal with, that is what, will produce that anger in you. When this happens, these April 7th people generally seek solitude, sometimes for extended periods of time. And that's good. Take all the time, you need, clear your head. In relationships, April 7th people often bolster feelings of self-worth in their partner and are very supportive in general. The danger is that the partner may come to depend on this enthusiasm and be shattered if and when it is one day withdrawn. Wow. Wow. There's that word again, you guys, enthusiasm. I told you in all the readings that I do, it's always that one word that just keeps. So that is enthusiasm. It's good to have enthusiasm. It's definitely a positive trait, But pay attention in your relationships. That's what the book is saying, because, you know, you are giving and giving and giving, you know, and that person gets used to receiving that. And it's like the one day you don't give that, then it's like they begin looking at you, you know, in a different way, like they don't trust you. And it's not that you even, you know, did anything, you know, they're just so used to, you know, you maybe doing things for them and being positive about everything. And, you know, that makes you feel overwhelmed. That makes you feel like you have, a lot of people relying on you, and it, you know, it's too much weight to carry. It's too much, you know, it's like trying to carry around a heavy backpack. It's too much. Put that load down. Take care of you, Aries. Take care of you. April 7th, people do well in public positions in which they can inspire others to higher achievement through their own example. They should continually work towards being realistic in their view of everyday life and must not be carried away by illusions. They should also avoid reacting in an angry fashion. There is that word again, Aries. Who you mad at? Who you mad at, Aries? Don't be mad at me, baby, after I do this reading. Wow, let me read that line again. They should also avoid reacting in an angry fashion if their expectations are not met by others. What I'm getting from you, Aries, is you need to learn how to communicate with people. And it just, I don't know, I'm just getting the feeling that you react instead of responding to situations and people. That's where the anger is coming from. I used to have that problem. Hell, probably still do, child. Okay. But I think I'm a lot more balanced now. But yeah. Watch out for your anger. And after this reading, Aries, please write down what you're mad at, who you mad at, and try to pray, meditate, let it go. Ask for forgiveness. It's something heavy going on with you. Maybe it's something that's been with you for a while, but there's, you know, a lot of times, you guys, when we're angry, you know, it's a buildup of, you know, maybe circumstances. A certain person may have did you wrong, you know. Really be honest about it, Aries. Let's get to your strengths. Your strengths are you are positive, you are energetic, you are imaginative. And your weaknesses, you are impatient. Okay? You are irritable. You are unrealistic. Let's go to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 7th day of the month are ruled by the number 7 and by the planet Neptune. Because this watery planet rules visions and dreams, those ruled by the number 7 do not always carry through their ideas and tend to be unrealistic. Okay, there's that word again. And then I just told you it's one of your weaknesses. Write that down or be mindful of that word, unrealistic. What are you unrealistic about, Aries? What is it? Career, relationships? Do you expect too much from people, knowing that they can't give you what you want or what you need? You're afraid to leave them behind. What is it? That word just keeps coming up. Unrealistic, angry. Those are the words. Enthusiastic, that's there too. That's a word that keeps popping up. In addition, the influence of Mars, ruler of Aries, can serve to push those born on April 7th over the edge, provoking irritation or anger in themselves and others. What did I just tell you? Anger. Who are you mad at? It's coming up again. Those ruled by the number 7 are characteristically restless lovers of change and travel. Since they so often pay little regard to the material side of life, April 7th people must be aware of risking financial embarrassment or leaving dependents and family members destitute. Wow. Let's look at your tarot. The 7th card of the major arcana is the Chariot, which shows a triumphant figure moving through the world, manifesting his physical presence in a dynamic way. The card may be interpreted to mean that no matter how narrow or precarious the correct path, one must continue on. The good side of this card posits success, talent, and efficiency. The bad side suggests a dictatorial attitude and a poor sense of direction. Pay attention to your direction and where you're going. Make sure you're going the way that you want to go. Not where mama, father, family. Pay attention to what feels right for you. And don't be a dictator, you know. We know what a dictator is. Somebody that tries to, you know, be in charge all the time, try to control stuff and, you know, lay off of that. That could be another sign of, you know, why you are angry. But that's what I'm getting. Let's look at your health. Those born on April 7th who come to peace with themselves generally enjoy long life and good health. The danger is they will go overboard in their enthusiasm. There go that word again. Overstressing their bodies and taking a good constitution for granted. Since the human body can only tolerate so much excess, those born on this day will find their lifespans considerably shortened unless they become more aware of their limitations. It's telling you straight out, be aware of your limitations. Know what you can do, know what you can't do. Stop doing what you cannot do. In this respect, a conservative redirection of their life at a crisis point may ensure greater longevity. The cultivation of patience, of simply learning to wait, is a great importance to a April 7th person. Now, when I seen that as part of your weaknesses, it makes sense because most Aries are very quick, you know. You guys are leaders. You guys are like, a lot of times you are the leader of the pack. You are the person that everybody is looking up to. You guys have to you have to learn to slow down and, you know, be patient, meditate, calm down, you know. A lot of Aries, though, not just this particular birthday. I know because I've been around a lot of Aries. A lot of y'all, you know, y'all get a lot of speeding tickets, you know, always in a hurry, fast. Everything got to be fast and, you know, slow down. Pay attention to what you're doing. Like I said before, pay attention to who's around you and the energy you feel when they leave. You need to figure out what is making you angry. It will be directly reflected in improved health because of vulnerability to stress-induced stomach ulcers. April 7th, people may have to occasionally go on a bland diet, avoiding fatty, spicy, and acidic foods. Ooh, child, leave the spices alone. But, honey, I love me some spices too, honey, okay? Let's get to the advice that the book is giving you. Not everyone is as enthusiastic, there go that word again, as you are. So give people a chance to react naturally. So basically, you know, you may be happy and excited about things, but, you know, allow people to have, you know, their own reactions to things. They may not, you know, be as happy and excited as you know. Don't overwhelm them with your energy and expectations. There go that word again, expectations. You expect a lot from people and you always feel like people are letting you down. But really, it's an inside job. You need to learn of other people's limitations. Once you learn other people's limitations, you will stop expecting so much from them. You will get to the point where you are like, oh, that person is incapable of giving me what I need or incapable of giving me whatever I'm asking for. I'm telling you, you will get a peace about it. Also, be aware of denying others their personal right to choose. So you a dictator, Aries. You be deciding for people. I know what's best. I see the type of person you are. Yeah, let other people choose. And then they'll trust you more. You know, I had some of that issue too. And if you just pay attention, to what the book is saying, I feel like you're going to be okay, Aries. You're going to be all right. But you have to listen to what's being said, apply it to your life if you want things to be better. Anybody that I give a reading to, please listen to what the book is saying. It is very much on point. I read my birthday, my boyfriend's birthday, honey. When I tell you, baby, I was like, yes, this is the truth. For those of you that do not believe in the birthdays and all of that, I get it. This just ain't for you. Okay? Okay, your meditation, Aries. Carpenters say measure twice, but cut once. Wow, that's interesting. So what I took away from your reading, Aries, is the word enthusiastic. You want to watch out for that. Watch out for, you being impatient. Watch out for, most of all, watch out for your anger. Pay attention to what is making you angry and try to remove it or learn to deal with it. Slow down, be patient, and know that you cannot change anybody until you change yourself. All right, you guys, I want to, and this person is an Aries. Yeah, an Aries second. Aries 2, I should say. I told y'all it's different levels to these signs, and I can't wait to, get into them. All right, next we have January 24th. That person is an Aquarius. Let me find January 24th. What do I know about Aquarius? It is an air sign, which means it is a mental sign. You're Aquarius 1. You're a fixed sign. Aquariuses are often futuristic. They often get ahead of the trends and stuff before everybody else. Aquariuses are very original. I love Aquarius's originality. Like, you guys just can come up with stuff and make it your own and just set trends. Like, that's what I think about. I had a ex-boyfriend that was an Aquarius and very creative, can draw anything. And this is when we were kids. So now that we are adults, I didn't see a lot of his work, and he is so freaking creative, you guys. He's a barber now. He could do all the designs. He designed shoes. Just so, like, he was always like ahead of his time. So, he is like a true Aquarius. Every Aquarius I know is like ahead of their time in some kind of way. So let's look at what it says. January 24th is the day of the aloof icon. Wow. And that's another thing with Aquariuses. They're very aloof, with relationships. A lot of them don't get all emotional about stuff. I don't know. It seems like y'all be emotional about the relationship once it's over or something, or there's a threat to break up or something. But it's like y'all don't really be wanting people to know how you feel, at least from the people I've seen. Let's get into your day. Those born on January 24th can receive an inordinate amount of admiration and loyalty from those around them. There are certain attractive elements to their active personalities that seem to draw people to them like flies. Yet, of course, this creates its own set of problems, since so much is put on them by others in terms of psychological projection and extreme cases amounting to worship. Their load is indeed a heavy one to bear, not only for their fans, wow, but for their family, friends, and associates. January 24th people often must function as icons, perfect embodiments of what others themselves would like to be. What did I tell y'all? Y'all are ahead of your time, and you got fans. You got people that really admire you. They're paying attention to you. Not surprisingly, jealousy from those who want what they have or feel inferior to them is also common. So you got some haters, honey, on your back. Watch out, Aquarius. It is only natural that many January 24th people appear conceited or stuck up, since they often have been placed or have placed themselves in an exalted position from adolescence and early adulthood on. They may adopt an aloof attitude. What did I tell y'all? There go that word again, aloof. Aquariuses are known for being aloof. That's basically a, I don't care attitude. I'm off on my own. I'm not really all involved in what everybody else is doing, that type of thing. Primarily as a defense which protects their privacy. Okay, so you don't want everybody all up in your business, honey. That's why you off to the side. Okay, I see you, Aquarius. Another reason may be that they work so hard that they regard personal intrusions as unwanted distractions. I love this. I can really relate to this. I really can. This is pretty cool, Aquarius. I'll read that line again. Another reason may be that they work so hard that they regard personal intrusions as unwanted distractions. So you don't want nobody all up in your space. Because January 24th people often hold lingering doubts whether they are as great as they are cracked up to be. Wow, but you have a lot of people admiring you. So that's good that they're, with your doubts, though, there's some humility, because a lot of people would take the fact that everybody admires them, the wrong way and let it go to their head. But there is, some humility there. They may not wish others to examine them. They may not wish others to examine them so minutely. Honey, I was about to say minutely. Don't judge me, y'all. However, as long as they respond to the desires and wishes of others and satisfy expectations, they usually manage to maintain their position of high standing. The problem is that they may be completely out of touch with what they themselves want from life. So you need to get clear about, what you want from this life. Write it down. January 24th people must have the courage to, at some point, break down whatever false images of themselves exist and become the person they really are. Wow. If you didn't get that, I don't know, honey. Wow. It's just telling you, be who you are. Don't be these images that people think that you are. Because then you are, allowing people to give you false praise, for somebody that you're really not. One way to realize this is to be more transparent, which is tell the truth. Let people in more. The people that matter, though, okay? I.e., more vulnerable, okay? In allowing others to see into their thoughts and emotions. That's very interesting, because in the beginning part it's saying, that you are aloof and you don't like, unwanted distractions. So you keep people away, Aquarius, on purpose. Like, it's like you feel like you have to do it. This is a part of your makeup. This requires being less distant. What did I promise y'all I didn't even read that. I happened to look down and there it is. Okay. This requires being less distant, partaking in the normal give and take of everyday life, and the sharing of joys and sorrows with others as equals. Right. So Just let people in. Let them know, hey, we on the same level. You know, you're not a fan and I'm not the star. Just be regular with people. In plain terms, January 24th, people need to step off their pedestal and get down in the soup with everybody else. Honey, they is getting you together, honey, in this reading, Aquarius. Don't get mad at me, honey. I'm just the messenger, honey, okay? Until they do so, they will continue to be treated as a kind of rarefied being, which, although providing them with a kind of pleasurable ego massage, really does nothing for their character. It does nothing for their personal growth or spiritual development. Wow. Wow. So you kind of like that people see you as, you know, this rare figure. You tend to play upon that. And it also helps you keep people at a distance. That way it's like a celebrity. Like, oh, you can't have access to me. I'm special, you know? Once January 24th, people come to realize that the admiration of others can in fact be manipulation. Hold up now. Let me read that again. Once January 24th, people come to realize that the admiration of others. Okay, remember, you have admirers and fans. Can in fact be manipulation, and they are in fact hooked on it. You like it. You like all of this. They will have taken the first positive step toward change. Giving up certain activities and associates may be essential for their transformation back to themselves. When they have reached this stage, they will be free to shine once more, but with a true inner light, which need not reflect what other people wish to see. So basically, if there's anything in your life or anybody in your life that is not contributing to your growth, you need to let them go. Because they're holding you back from you transforming and going to the next level. Let's look at your strengths and your weaknesses. Strengths, admired. There go that word again, admiration. There it is again. So pay attention to the words aloof, admiration. Pay attention to that. You're magnetic. Okay. You are active. These are your strengths. So you're going to always be admired, but I would pay attention to who's doing the admiring. Make sure they are not manipulating you and just telling you what you want to hear because you want to hear it. Weaknesses, you self-centered, you're condescending, and you're unconscious. Your numbers and planets. Those born on the 24th day of the month are ruled by the number 6. 2 + 4 = 6, and by the planet Venus. Because those ruled by the number 6 are magnetic and attracting love and admiration. There's that word again. And since Venus is strongly connected with social interaction, it is an ever-present temptation for January 24th people to give themselves over to an easy pursuit of pleasure and become the object of admiration. There's that word again. The combination of Venus with Uranus, Aquarius's ruler, can lend nervous and erratic energy, sometimes cold and aloof. There go that word again, I told you. Cold and aloof qualities to January 24th people in their love and social relationships. Often love becomes the dominant theme in the lives of those ruled by the number 6. So you love love. That's good. It also said, though, you are cold and aloof in your personal relationship. So if people have told you that they feel like you don't really care about them or you don't really show, any expression of how you feel about them, you may want to change that. The tarot. Emphasizing this last point is the fact that the 6th card of the major arcana is the Lovers. It's the Lovers card. Symbolizing the love that unites all of humanity through integration of masculine and feminine polarities. On the good side, this card suggests affections and desires on a high moral, aesthetic, but also physical plane. On the bad side, it may indicate games of seduction, unfulfilled desires, and sentimentality or indecision. So you want to watch out for those things. Seduction, unfulfilled desires, and sentimentality or indecision. So be aware of anything you are indecisive about. Your health. Those born on January 24th may be alternately overattentive and neglectful regarding their physical appearance. It is important that they adopt a stable, non-obsessive attitude towards their skin, hair, and figure. Joining a sports team, working out at a health club, participating in a group therapy or yoga classes can all benefit their psyche and bring them closer to people. Pay attention to that, because you kind of need to be close to people. But people, you can trust. And something tells me you don't trust easy. You've been let down a lot. Culinary pursuits, particularly sharing meals with family and friends, is highly recommended. As far as diet is concerned, those born on this day must be aware of starving themselves or indulging in questionable weight-reducing regimens. Highly varied, delicious meals are recommended. January 24th, people often find affection and friendship at least as important as intimate forms of sexual expression and do well when they achieve a balance between the two. The advice that the book is giving you: bring yourself into sync with life around you as an equal. So stop all this, I'm better than everybody or everything. Like, get out of that. Everybody is your equal. Even if it don't feel like it, just try to treat everybody in a fair manner. You are something special. So you are special, but not because people say you are. Okay? Don't be prey to the expectations of others. Fight for your own identity. So become who you want to be, not what other people want you to be. That's probably the problem. A problem in your life, I should say. Your meditation is: a house with no curtains has nothing to hide. I like that. That's nice. All right, you guys, that concludes both of my readings. You guys get down in the comments. Hopefully the people who gave me their birthdays will comment on the readings. Let me know if you like the reading. Do you feel like some of it is true, or, you disagree with anything that I read? Let me know. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.